So, hey folks, today we will talk about the wallets and the wallet war and what the wallet mean. Actually, I already have a video that explains what the difference between the hot wallet, cold wallet, the agents, hubs, and all other things that actively used in SSI. But today we will focus on the wallet more. So, what the best wallet ever and how to make one. You could take a look at another my video that explains how the wallets actually works, and Affinity SDK, it's yet another hierarchical wallet. We will talk about the hierarchical wallets and some other wallets here. But I believe that wallets are most misunderstood concept ever, because a lot of people believe that your wallet hold actually the assets, the NFTs, the VCs and all other things. But on practice, your wallet actually is your key management assistant, and it's mainly responsible for managing your private keys and for signing in some cases and so on. That's why it's very unsuccessful name. So I would say that it's signer or keychain or something like that, or keymaster, but people use the term wallet, and it's create a lot of misunderstandings. So the wallet, usually we already know that it's stored the keys, and the problem with the wallet and the adoption of the SSI and adoption of the crypto, that you're fully responsible for keeping your private key. If you lose the key, you lose everything. So your key, your coins, yeah, and create a huge usability problem, because we have no way to recover, or our recovery is extremely complex. That's why the first most popular approach to the wallets actually based on this idea that instead of the keys you have the seed. Seed is some kind of entropy, and you could generate from the entropy in a deterministic way the private keys. So it was the good idea that was sold as a really secured way. We have the Bitcoin standard BIP32 that's the say how to convert the seed to multiple different keys of different types, and you have the concept of derivation passes. You could manage multiple keys. You have a seed that represent the entropy of the fixed size. But here we have the little problem. So how to keep the seed in a secret, how to recover, and usually the best thing that people offer is to turn your binary entropy to the mnemonic phrase and give you this 12 or 24 words that you need to memorize, and I would say that it's failed completely. I lost so many development wallets. I'm smart enough not to lose the real wallet with the funds, but I always worry what I should do with the seed phrases, how I could manage my private keys. And hierarchical wallet and Affinity SDK is the hierarchical wallet in a core, have the problem that if you lose the seed, you lose the multiple private keys. It's one problem. Another problem that it's work well for one type of cryptography. So if you have, for example, the eclipticers that work for Bitcoin and for Ethereum, you are safe. You have a lot of ways how to do it. You have a lot of libraries. But if you want to combine in one wallet one key from Ethereum and another key from some more modern blockchains, like for example Solana, that use the Edward curve, you already lose the possibility, because it's the different thing. So you need to combine some magic with the derivation pass together with the cryptographical algorithm, and it's not so easy. So the hierarchical wallet was the cool thing. Hierarchical wallet was the quite cool, interesting concept that simplify a lot, and really compress the things and allow you to just move the phrase and manage multiple keys. But from another point of view, it's create the single point of failure. It's created a lot of limitations, and the main problem of the hierarchical wallet is the process of recovery, or let's say no way of recover. So we create some cool services, custodial one, that you have login and password, and somehow we store your encrypted seed encrypted by password. So it was too naive, but quite effective. But still, the recovery is not so good because you lower your security with this approach. So what's to do? What's to do? It's a couple of options on market. They all based on the cryptography. They differ a bit, but to the answer, what the best wallet in the world, one that user even doesn't know that it exists. So if you could make the seamless experience for the user, that user doesn't even know that he have some magic wallet, it will be the success. But what about the recovery? What we could do there better? So first of all, the first idea was the multi-part computations, where you get your private key, you split this key to the multiple sub keys that should have the quorum together. So for example, you split it to the 10 parts, but to get the signature you need 6 parts. And actually it's an off-chain approach, so you get some kind of partial keys that are cryptographic materials, and people you distribute them over the wire, and the different people should get together in some quorum to sign the transaction. And you could play with this thing that you could have quorum 1 and 1 key for recovery and all other things. So the MPC is not so bad, but the problem with the MPC that it's off-chain, and it's a lot of these threshold signatures algorithm. They're not compatible with each other, and right now we don't have a standard that allow us to do it. So another approach, it's quite similar to the previous one, that have the multi-signatures. Multi-signatures or multisig, it's not new concept. If you are the Bitcoin user, you know that you could build an unlocking script that require the same scheme. For example, it's how the Lightning Network work, that you have 2 of 2, so you have the 2 signatures to unlock the transaction. So here idea is slightly different, but a bit more expensive, because it require more on-chain operations, that you have the independent private keys, but you need multiple of them to unlock the wallet or to sign the transaction. So Bitcoin have it out of the box. Some other networks require you to have some kind of smart contracts, and we will talk about the smart contract as a wallet in a couple of seconds. But the idea is simple, that you have 2 keys or multiple keys. You still could distribute them over the wire and have the social recovery, yeah, that you require multiple people. Or you could do slightly different thing, that 1 key you store yourself on your device, another key you give back to trusted party with some kind of recovery that they control. For example, you could have a login and password, or you could have some biometrics, or you could have some other things that actually will give you this key that allows you to rotate the keys in a wallet and fix the problem. So, but multisig is more expensive because it requires more operations, but majority of the multisigs are the smart contracts, so the cost of these operations could be high, and it's usually require multiple operations. And in some point of view, I guess the Ethereum folks, they came to the concept that, you know, you had 2 different accounts. Yeah, one account is the key managed, and another account is the smart contract account. Right now we have the concept of the account abstraction, that say that your account and signing of your transactions could be managed by the smart contract. It's changed a lot. It's changed how we validate the signatures. It's changed how we operate with the accounts. So it's API for the different things. So, but the main one is the account transaction that build the account abstraction, that build abstraction on top of this smart contract, and another account. That it's mean that right now you have the programmable way of managing your account, of signing your transactions, and actually it's still could be the social login, could be the multisig, or you could create your own programmable concept that will allow you to manage the transaction, sign the transaction, manage the keys. So account abstraction is quite important thing, but right now it exists mainly on the Ethereum, so it's bounded to one concrete network. So what we could do if we don't have such things in our blockchain, or maybe we completely off chain. And here, for example, you could take a look to the lead protocol, because lead protocols, the guys have the quite cool idea of the programmable key pair. PKP is some kind of the NFT actually that are dancing around the same concept, that you could mint the key, you could manage the keys like the NFTs, and I really suggest you to take a look to this approach. So it's more, let's say, blockchain independent, so you could port the programmable key pairs to the different networks, and yeah, so all these things like multisig, MPC, PKP, and all of the stuff, they dance around the seedless wallets. And seedless wallets, you don't have a seed, but you have a different programmable mechanism that allow you to recover your wallet easily. I will share some links. I hope that I will maybe be not so lazy and create the article for you. I will share a couple of articles that I already read on the topic. So if you do something in a space of the wallets, or recovery, or security, or usability of the Web3 solutions, let me know. I'm keen to talk with you. I'm keen to build something together with you, and even ready to help you and give my knowledge in consulting. So subscribe to our channel, subscribe to our Medium blog, and let me know and like our video, share it with your friends. See you.